Hello guys and welcome to this video, and today I've got this motorcycle for you, the Xpulse 240. Yep, it was not a clickbait. This is a 240cc Xpulse, and as you can see, it looks brilliant. It has got tons of modifications, not only aesthetic mods but performance mods too. And in this video I'll be giving you a proper review and riding experience of this motorcycle. So like, share and subscribe, link is in the description for the Instagram handle. And now let's get riding. Okay, so riding the modified Xpulse 240. Yep, Xpulse 240. And straight away I can tell you that this one has got all the power and torque which was never present in the Xpulse or even in the Xpulse 200. Now let me tell you what all changes this motorcycle is running. So first up, it's running the head from the 4V, the Xpulse 200 4V, and the big bore kit from the Xpulse again. It's running the crank from the Xpulse. It's running the camshaft from the Xpulse. High lift camshafts with flat slide 32mm carb, and it all works. It just pulls so cleanly. In the Xpulse, as far as I can remember, there was never a strong mid-range or low end. It only had a decent top end rush, and you really have to work that gearbox hard to get that thing moving. So it was a bit irritating. The Xpulse overall is a brilliant motorcycle. I love that motorcycle, and I can take that motorcycle any day over the Xpulse. And with all these modifications, this one feels so much better. It is always in the power band. The moment you hit the throttle, it goes. It has got all the go it needed in the first place now. Fifth gear pull is super strong. It has to be strong because it's running a short ratio gearbox. All the gears are very closely stacked up, so you get brilliant initial and mid-range performance. The top end has been compromised, but you don't need an extremely good top end while you're off the road doing enduro stuff. Yep, I know I'm not doing justice to this motorcycle while riding it on the road, because this is a supremely good off-road motorcycle. It is made for extreme enduro stuff. It's running 21-inch rim up front and an 18-inch rim at the back with the knobbies on, and this thing can do serious enduro stuff. To be honest, this is very fun to ride even on the road. It has got good amount of power, it has got good amount of pull, and it obviously handles very nicely. Now with the engine modifications, this motorcycle has also got braking upgrades, because obviously if you convert your motorcycle to a faster machine, it needs better brakes. So this one is running a disc setup at the back and a stock disc setup up front. So the rear disc setup is from the Pulsar 150. It's using the Pulsar 150's front disc brakes at the back. So it's a 240mm, 256mm, rear disc. So it's decently sized for this motorcycle. Obviously quite large for a rear brake, and it works. The bite is quite good. It stops really nicely. Okay, so this is the motorcycle, the Xpulse 240, and it looks beautiful as you can see. So starting with the front, it has got the KTM replica head along with the front fender, and as I told you that it's wearing a 21-inch rim up front. So the tire size is 90/90/21. These are Knobby's from RALCO motocross tires, and these are stock suspensions of the Xpulse with red colored fork gaiters. These are the HJG auxiliary lamps, and KTM replica indicators, KTM handguards, and all these modifications look extremely beautiful on this motorcycle. Coming to the middle part of this motorcycle, so in the middle it's completely stocked. The tank shrouds, stock tank from the Xpulse. It's an 11-liter tank, stock panels, stock exhaust, and this is the engine obviously. So this is the cover from the Xpulse, and again you can see it has got the line for the oil cooler. There's the oil cooler. This is the flashlight carb, the head from the Xpulse 4V, and a big bore kit, custom bend pipe for the exhaust. From this side it is actually the stock cover of the Impulse, and again this is the oil cooler. This is the tail section of this motorcycle. It looks really good. This is a custom tail, again KTM Indicators, number plate, and it is a very well sorted motorcycle. It looks brilliant, beautiful. This is the disc setup from the Pulsar 150, and it's a quite big disc for the rear brake, and the bite is good, the progression is good, it stopped really nicely. The wheel is an 18-inch wheel, as I told you, and the tire size is 120/80/80. These are again Knobbys from RALCO, and this is the Instagram handle of the owner. Do give him a follow. And this motorcycle has not got any speedometer. It's all empty, and has got off-road style handlebar. And this is the quick throttle from Domino. It works really nicely. The headlamp of this motorcycle is actually quite bright, and just turn it on. The aux and the headlamp works really nicely all together and provides good illumination at the night. This motorcycle looks beautiful, yeah. It is a very well sorted motorcycle. All the modifications are very neatly integrated, and it works, all the modifications. Okay, so now comes the conclusion part of this video. Should you perform all these modifications in your Impulse? Well, let me tell you that the cost of all these modifications adds up to a whopping 70,000 rupees, and yep, it works. It adds good amount of power and fun to an already very fun to ride motorcycle, and it's all worth it, but it's a lot of money. You can perform all these modifications to your Impulse if you want to, if you have that kind of money. You can also perform these modifications in bits like not adding the proper kit from the Xpulse, not adding the 4V head. You can only use the big bore kit for the Impulse, the stock Impulse, and high lift camshaft, maybe the oil cooler, and your Impulse will work really nicely. The performance difference will be noticeable, but one thing that I can tell you, that it will not perform like this. So this was my review of the performance mods loaded Impulse 240, and yep, like, share and subscribe. Link is in the description for the Instagram handle, and as always, ride safe and keep riding hard.